It rained all day. A thin, steady drizzle scratched against the apartment windows like cold, persistent fingers. Raphael had just moved in 3 days ago. A small studio on the 7th floor of an old building, downtown worn wooden floors, thick walls, and an odd mix of varnish and mildew fighting for control in the air. He worked as a freelance translator, which meant long nights alone, fueled by old coffee and dense academic texts. That was his first all-nighter in the new place. The client needed the job delivered by morning. At 2:41 a.m., the silence felt thick, heavy. He typed, barely aware of his fingers, when he heard it, a soft click. He froze. It came from the right-hand wall, the one with the 3 windows. He looked up, all closed. The first faced the building's rear. The second looked down into a narrow alley. But the third was too dark, darker than it should be. The street below had lights. Even in the rain, some glow always found its way through headlights, street lamps, signs. But that window? It was like the light refused to enter. Raphael got up and leaned closer. Nothing unusual, just dirty glass. His own faint reflection. He chuckled nervously, probably just tired. Still, the unease stayed, like something was watching. Not just watching, studying him. Every time he looked away, he swore the third window felt closer somehow. The next night, he set a chair directly facing the windows, as if daring them. He typed. It rained. The clock blinked, 3:17 a.m. Touch. Not a sound, a sensation. Like an icy finger pressed gently against his temple. He turned. There was something in the window. Not a person. Not exactly. A form. For a moment, his heart stopped. It looked like a reflection. Only off. Same coat, same height. But the eyes too wide, too still. And it was smiling. Raphael wasn't smiling. He turned off the room lights, leaving only the glow of his monitor. When he looked again, the figure was gone. He went to bed shivering, dreamed of faces with no skin. The next day, he called the building's caretaker, an old man with a tired voice. Have you noticed anything weird about apartment 704? You're the new tenant? Yeah, Raphael. Sorry, it's just the third window. There's no third window. A pause. What? 704 has 2 windows, one to the back, one to the alley. The wall on the right side is solid concrete. One of the old pipes runs through there. No, I'm looking at it right now. Then you're looking at something that shouldn't be there. He hung up. Raphael thought about leaving. A hotel, maybe. But the window felt like a dare. Like whatever was behind it wanted him to notice. That night he sat in front of it and waited. Hours passed. And then there it was again. The figure, but not a reflection this time. It was on the other side of the glass, pressed up close. Its head tilted, eyes black and endless. A mouth moved, whispering things Raphael didn't understand. Not a language. Not really. Just wrong. He backed away. Tried to run. The front door locked. He hadn't locked it. He pounded it. Screamed. But his voice felt swallowed by something heavy in the air. He turned. The third window was now open. The next morning, the fire department broke down the door. Neighbors had heard muffled screaming. They found Raphael curled up in the kitchen corner, eyes glazed, repeating, "It's not a reflection. It's never been a reflection." The paramedics said he was in a dissociative fugue, but when they inspected the window wall, there was no window, just a plain, unbroken wall of concrete and a shattered mirror lying on the floor. Months later, Raphael seemed better. Doctors called it sleep deprivation psychosis. He smiled now, took his pills, even cracked jokes. Then one night, he asked to use the bathroom alone. He didn't come back. They found him standing in the hallway, facing a mirror, muttering in a voice no one recognized. Something ancient, rhythmic, like a chant. His eyes fixed, and the smile, too wide. One nurse swore she saw it. Raphael blinked, but his reflection didn't.